Knock knock, who's there? It is Enoch from the Knock Knock Who's There channel, and we are back for Rise of Cultures gameplay number 9. Yes, that's right, 9th gameplay, only one more till we hit our 10th gameplay. Let's get into it though. So, what has been happening, you may ask, since the last gameplay? Well, last gameplay was not a very good one. We lost our first battle, Rise of Cultures, and yeah, that's definitely weighing up on this episode, and I'm hoping that we can get our revenge on the Sumerians and on Gilgamesh. Right, time to do the daily usuals here. Collect some of that. We've already collected some coins and food. Let's collect some more of these incidents and do that quest and do that quest. So we've done all that. And now it's time to take out some more infantry. It's time to exact our revenge on Gilgamesh and take a second part of that region. Howling Dunes. Let's see. We got that one over there. We got that one. Let's do that one. Let's try not going for that difficult one from before. And we're going to go ahead and place our men. We had some close ins on our last ones, and that definitely wasn't good. This is going to be a tough battle for sure. I'm going to place those horses there, and they should just smash right through there. So there's our men. Put the infantry over there. Probably best to put them behind the horses, because they're going to leave immediately. And then put our archers behind. Maybe around about there. I reckon that's a good spot. Right, to battle! Right, we took one of them out immediately. The power to heal. Now it's time for a big boulder. Let's put it on the spear throwers. Boom! That did a bit of damage. We're losing quite a bit there, but we're moving really well, and we still got our horses. We got them big. We got them big. I don't think they got anything against us. Now we got them. We got them. Let's go. We lost way less this time in comparison. That was a much better strategy that we go for. We even have some horses left, so it's pretty good. Alright, we're back in our house, and we have completed the second part of the Celtic event part 3. Now we can solve 4 incidents or pay 40,000 food. Okay, so we got 1 incident already going around about here. So let's see what else we can do. We got a whole bunch of these houses that we are yet to upgrade, so I think now's the time. Let's upgrade one of them. And we got a bunch of food and coins, so I reckon we should do some research. Which one shall we do? Wool, plow, or stakes? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to research wool. So we got the tailor now, and we got some wool. We can even go further and get bronze work ready, but I'm not going to research that. We got stakes, or we got plow. I'm going to go ahead and research plow, so we can get small holding. We have just enough points for that. So we get an upgrade for our rural farm, and another average home, which we can't even do anyway, I don't think, because we don't do an expansion. Now, we can press on with small holding. We could research it, but we're not going to. There you can see infantrymen at the ready. And now we just need to upgrade a few more houses. Got enough workers for that. And I think it's time we pay a visit back to the Celtic event. Alright, we're at the end of it. Sorry, I've had to cut it out due to this stupid lag. There's just been, yeah, hurting this video from about the beginning if you have not noticed. But long story short, yeah, we got nothing out of that, so yeah, missed basically nothing. Alright, I've had to cut a bit more footage out. Yeah, more lag. But here you can see, all of these houses are here. All the houses are done. Our military's ready to go. Let's tick them off. It's been a long upgrade coming. There are our horses. And there is another incident. That now makes it 2 from 4, as we can see over here. Now we could pay the 40k food, but we can probably use better use for it, such as upgrading some of these. Upgrading some farms, boom, boom, boom. And we'll have that other one upgraded at some point in the episode. Let's go ahead, and with this new army, let's once again take down another region of Howling Dunes. We've had this now for a couple episodes. We first had this in episode 7. Episode 8, infamously, we lost that. So now, we're going to have a go at it. This is the all Axeman one. So there are no range units on this one, which is somewhat good, but they're also going to be tougher to beat as well. So we need to be really careful. I'm going to put my men like that, and I'm going to put the archers behind them. Right, I think we're good to go. It's time to go to battle. Right, charge forward, look at that. Right, the power to heal. That didn't really do a lot. Let's just charge them on that boom with a big boulder, and that did some damage. We're doing good damage on that right flank. And we're taking them out completely. Now we can just go behind from there. They're weak. We might finish them off with one more. Get them and boom! They're down. God, sorry for the lag if you could not hear over that. But we got them. We did really well too. Only lost one cavalry division. And we now just have one more region to go till we finally get that expansion that we've been waiting for. Right. You know what we need to do? We need to replenish our infantry. Our infantry, our cavalry is replenished, and alongside that, look at those farms. Those beautiful new and improved farms. Right. Got some more gold at that, and we do need more gold than food for sure. Here's the farms, tick them all off. We've even done upgrades to the domestic farms. Now we can go ahead and collect our infantry, and now it's time to battle Gilgamesh at Howling Dunes for the 4th and final time. If you remember from last episode, this was the one that took us last time. We now have cavalry. We've been rebuilt, we've done really well so far in these battles. Now it's time to do it. And believe it or not, I'm gonna go very, very ballsy once again. I'm gonna go right on the edge of the flanks, left and right. And I'm gonna put my men through the middle. This may or may not backfire. Because if I don't execute this right, I'm gonna be in trouble like last time, and I'm gonna have all those axemen come at me again. So I'm going to try a hexagonal formation this time. Right, it's time to battle. Alright, we've done some good damage along the flank. The power to heal. We're going to need a boulder right through there. That should help. Boom! Weaken the divisions down there. But the axemen are still coming. That's not good once again. Come on, we need to do some damage on that side. And we've done just that. Now we gotta get on the right side, and oh no, not again, not again, and oh no, we lost one of them. We lost one. We lost another, but we're gonna get it. Once again, another tough battle. Definitely the toughest of all of them. Look at that, all of our horses down, and we lost 2 archers this time. We didn't lose all of our infantrymen though, we didn't lose all our swordsmen, so that's certainly an uphill. We've done it finally! 2 episodes, it's been definitely the longest region it's taken. Here we go. It appears Inanna taught you some of our tricks, but she still has much to learn, and I hold all of the defensive cards. Inanna taught us our tricks, now I think we taught them ourselves. Right, now it's time to get a scouts. Field of the Sun or Riverbed Outlook. Let's go Riverbed Outlook. It costs less gold. And let's head back. We need to replenish our men, because if Howling Dunes took us this long, I get a feeling that it's going to be a long upheaval battle for the rest of these regions. Well, let's hope for the best. But the biggest positive of all, finally, we can do an expansion. There we go. So it'll take a little while to go, but finally we can start building some new things. We've had an average home and these small homes, domestic farms, everything basically, the whole shebang in the works for quite a couple episodes, and have just not found a place for it. Now's the time for it. I'm gonna go ahead and move that a bit, make a bit more space for maybe a little bit more than just an average home. And it also makes them happy over there, as you can see. So that's another positive. So the infantry has been refilled, expansion there, we're building there. It's now time to go check Riverbed Outlook. So there it is. You seem so eager to be beaten? Then come at my army and we will rout your forces from under you. We definitely need to teach him a lesson, and we'll scout fields of the sun. Let's go ahead and let's take one of his regions. Doesn't really matter which one. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one. So we have no obstacles this time. It's open season now. And there's all the spear throws. They're all in one place. All of the armies need to be in one place. Sort of like how we bundle them. Seems like they're copying from us. Who's the copycat now, Gilgamesh? I'm gonna go ahead and put my cavalry spearmen just straight through there. That should just smash through that axeman. You'd think it would go through them and just smash straight through to the spear throwers. Let's just organize it just to make sure it's symmetrical. I think they've also got it at a bit of a symmetrical angle. Okay, it doesn't look like we can do perfectly symmetrical. Not a worry, we'll just do it there and there. And without further ado, to battle! Right, okay, one of those got stopped and one of them's in between. Oh, that's not good. I think they're a lost cause at the moment. We've got to heal those guys, yep. We just lost those guys too easy there. We did a bit of damage to those spear throwers, and now we just got to charge forward. We've broken through on one of them. Now we're just charging straight at them. Look at the damage we're doing there. One of our divisions, hang on. They're hanging on. Let's go. We did it. We got the first part of Riverbed Outlook. And our army wasn't too damaged at all. We were about halfway damaged. And for a much more difficult part, or at least you'd think in theory, more difficult part, that's pretty good. But we need to heal up our infantry divisions. So let's go back, and you know the drill, we need to just heal them all up. And we'll be back in for another day. It is a new day in our civilization, which actually needs a name. Let me know in the comments what you want my civilization to be named, because I can't actually think of one. But long story short, we have officially got more workers. At long last, we have 14. We've been stuck on 11 for way too long now. And even more so, look at that. We can collect that, and that, and that. And we can maybe collect something else we can. Happy home is done. We just completed all of that. All I needed was one average home. But went well, sire. The people are overjoyed with the improvements Felix and his workers helped make for them. I'll make plans for more improvements. Well, it's going to be hard to make more improvements when we once again don't have space. We just used that entire expansion area for that. Here we go, the great and the goods. And that is Felix. It seems we're not creating enough goods. Let's take time to improve production so we can match demand. Oh, okay. I thought we actually had a lot of goods out of memory. Let's go ahead. Let's produce some more alabaster idol. And even bigger, it's the fourth and final incident. Yes, that's right. I completed one off screen. Just to sort of speed things along. We've done that part. And we can go ahead and solve a negotiation, I reckon. Yeah. This should be pretty simple to go for. So we'll do the usual coins. 2 of them wanted it on the allocation. Now let's try food. And none of them wanted it. So now we go for the swordsman. And they're all going to want it. There we go. We've completed it. And we have completed another part of the Celtic event. So we can spend 10 research points. In theory, might seem a bit difficult, but we've got some coins and food ready to take another one, and this could help us. Let's research stakes and a new upgrade for the small home. Oh, we just upgraded those small homes earlier. Now we're going to have to once again upgrade. That's going to be a little difficult. But there is our 10 research points. Another part complete. Okay, this one's difficult. 25 short production. But it is a challenge I'm willing to accept. Swordsman there, wait for it. And there, we got the other farm. Now let's go ahead and let's discover this location, Fields of the Sun. So as we can see, there's Riverbed Outlook, the one that we're going for at the moment. Here is Fields of the Sun. Your force is eager to expand your culture and has caught my people's eye. No, I face you in battle to convince them otherwise. Well, that's not very nice. People can think whatever they want to. And look up there. There's Egypt. It's just above us. I can see some sort of like port over there. We are right adjacent to Egypt. That must be our next region. And we're definitely not too far. I reckon once we take our Gilgamesh, we'll be in Egypt. Right, let's take this next part. So, we have axemen over there. There's all the spear throwers. They're all in the back. If we can just run our horsemen right in between those axemen, then we might be able to have a good chance of taking them out. I'm gonna roll them around in a straight line, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the archers just behind them. Over there, or no, I'll put them a little bit inwards. That should help centralize those spear throwers. To battle! Boom! That did some big damage there, but they got stuck on some of the axemen. Heal them up. Right, we need a bowler to just smash through this division. Boom! Okay, we smashed through that division, and we're taking out that right flank. All of our cavalry spearmen are down, but we are doing good damage. Boom, we're taking them. Just the central ones to go. We should have them from here. And one more. Boom! We got it. Done and dusted. We lost quite a lot more than the last fight, which is a little concerning. No archers lost, so we're on a positive trajectory here. Right, we know the deal. We need to get our military up quick and ready to go for that third region. Alright, we've done that work. The military's there, but alongside that, look what's also there. Our alabaster idols. We've got 2 of those productions done, more than enough for 10. We've done 32 of that, almost 4 times of that. Now, we can solve 2 incidents. But we have an issue. We don't have enough workers. But not to worry, we can help do that. Let's get the military ready. And we're going to go for part number 3. Right, so there's Fields of the Sun, but Riverbed Outlook's what we want. Let's go for the gold one. It probably doesn't matter which one we go for, and look at that. All of the spear throwers seem to be at the very end once again. They're all arranged in a long row. If I can get those horsemen across the side, we can use a similar formation. That should probably do more damage, since it's a bit more evenly distributed. To battle! Boom! That did a lot of damage to those central ones over there. The power of the heal is there. We have gone ahead and we have made a mess of those spear throwers. We're still going at them. We got them! That's it! Wow! We destroyed their army over there. Didn't lose a single division, barely any infantrymen. That is crazy. That was definitely a well thought out plan there. We barely have to do much now to get that 4th and final region. Alright, there's been some more production, and that behemoth of a test, that behemoth of a quest I mean, it's been complete. We're now up to the 7th part, and acquire 1 part of any region. That's perfect because we're about to take that 4th region very soon. Let's just get those infantrymen ready. Right, not much work had to be done. We've got that guy, well 5 of those guys done. And look at that, another incident is done, and with that, we can do the first part of the great and the good. We can also do the second part. Have 5 farms on level 6, and it seems we're going to need an upgrade for a domestic farm, which we cannot do because we don't have enough gold. That's been an issue with a lot of these ticks, we just don't have enough gold. Well, we've got cavalry spearmen still on the wait, so let's wait for them to go, and let's take that fourth and final region. Alright, we also did some upgrades, as you can see, some refurbishments at the bottom. Houses ready to go down there, tick tick, and look what's here, our cavalry spearmen. And now it's time to do our final quest for the day. Let's acquire that last part of Riverbed Outlook. 3 out of 4. It's time to make that 4 out of 4. We got one more to go, right by the mountain, this region over here. And would you look at that? There's a couple divisions of axemen, but I think the biggest focus is on those spear throwers. Look how many there are. There's so many at the back. That's gonna be a tough mountain to climb for sure, but it's a mountain that we can definitely climb if done properly. I'm gonna put them way back. I'm gonna put those infantrymen way back, and I'm gonna send those horsemen straight up front. I'm going to send them on the flanks this time. I'll try to go around those axemen. And I'm going to put those archers just behind them. Behind these guys. To battle! Boom! We took one of them out already. That did some good damage on the flanks. But we need to go boom. Boom! Taking them out. We lost our cavalry spearmen, but we're not going to lose this one because we're just charging at them. We've got both of them down. One more to go. And Riverbed Outlook is officially ours. Bit more damage on that one, but once again our infantrymen worked that damage. We've really improved on our strategy since the last time. Here we go. Perhaps there is a little more to you than meets the eye. We shall see. Is this indicating that we're going to have a bit of an Inanna thing? Maybe Gilgamesh will join us at some point. Well, we now just got Fields of the Sun to claim for us over there. We've done quite a lot of that Celtic event. Next time we should be able to have a spearman to pay for this. We're probably not going to go for the battle, but the biggest one. It's been a while. Finally, the first part of Sumerian Inn. And we're one step closer to Gilgamesh's demise. So in the next episode, we are going to do the great and the goods. We're going to complete that quest fully. So without further ado, here's a look at what our civilization looked a while ago in the last episode. So not as advanced, obviously, and no expansion. And this is what it now looks like as of this gameplay. But for now, that is it from NokNokWho'sThere. Goodbye from Rise of Culture's Gameplay number 9, and we hope to see you next time.